we're going to get into the hot seat of the questions that you guys, besties, have asked this man. Are you ready for the hot seat?
I'm ready. Are
You're
you ready? Because it's getting hot in here, so I think I really need to get ready for this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Just give me a second.
What the fuck is happening right now? Oh, Jesus. Hold on to your fucking coffee. Yep. Jesus Lord. Nurses, the kitties are purring. Okay, well, hey Bessie, it's your favorite caffeinated, medicated, and never hydrated nurse. It's Nurse John, and welcome back to your favorite therapy podcast. I beg your pardon. Bessie, I miss you, and I am so happy for another week, another time for us to talk, another therapy session together. And Bessie, before we continue about every single thing that we're going to be talking about and with our new guest for this week, do me a quick favor and make sure that you download this episode and all the other episodes that you have not listened to. Make sure that you follow us and turn on notification on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, and make sure that you share it and tag me on Instagram. And I beg your pardon too on Instagram. And Bessie, there's so much things that we're going to be talking about today. But before we head to that too, do me a quick favor and don't forget to visit my merch store. It's www.nursejohn.com, and you can sign up on the newsletter and you can get a discount code so whenever a new thing comes up, or if you want to get anything for yourself, for your bestie, for your colleague, for your work wives, you can just use that code and get a discount. And if you're wondering what keeps me awake and keeps me energized every single morning during my nursing clinical instructorship, it's Rice Fuel, RYSEFUEL, and you can find your Rice Fuel by just typing Rice Fuel Locator on Google. And let me show you one of my favorite flavor currently right now. It's the Baja Burst from Rice Fuel. It's twisted lime, so it tastes like Baja Lime from 7-Eleven, if I'm not mistaken. But this is one of my favorite right now, other than the peach one that I've been drinking. But let me crack one open with a guest that I have right now. But I'm not going to show you who the guest is first. We're just going to crack it together. Can we open one?
Let's do it.
You already know it's a guy, you guys. You can ASMR this.
I should have done that too. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Rice Fuel. He got the berry blast. So that's the ring pop, actually.
Oh, it's the ring pop. I used to love ring pops.
I love ring pops. Childhood thing.
Yeah.
Super good. My God, man, your voice sounds like the ones that people are like imagining on Book Talk.
Should I do like one of those hotline things?
Oh shit. Okay, you guys.
That's a potential job for me.
Oh, Jesus Christ, you guys. Do you guys hear this voice? Is it giving 50 Shades of Grey or 69 Shades of Grey?
Hey, John. How's it going?
Jesus fucking Christ, you
How's
guys.
your day going?
Nurses, hold the fucking kitties down. You're going to want to know who this guest is right now. Okay. For today's week's guest, you guys, I have tried my best. And again, I am doing this for every single one of you, my besties, because I know you've been asking for this. And we have a whole lot of peace coming into the podcast in the next few weeks. But I think you would want to know who this guest is. Well, presenting to you guys from the Firefighter community, Steven. Hey, Steven.
Hi, John.
Jesus Christ, you guys. Okay, nurses, take a deep breath, motherfucker. Thank you for coming in to the pod.
Thanks for having me. I've been watching you on social media, and now I'm getting to meet you finally in person.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much. It's getting hot in here. It feels like Love is Blind, like when you're hearing from the wall, and you're like, who the fuck is that voice? And do you understand how much impact firefighters have in the healthcare workers' life? Mostly nurses.
Not really. Tell me about it.
Shit, man. We're doing some education out here because the nurses are probably screaming wherever they're listening right now, in their car, at home, at work, because they actually have been requesting for our firefighters to sit down in my podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know the piece of nursing?
No, tell me. Learning today. This is an educational day for myself.
This is a lot, but you know what, guys? I know you love this. Hold on tight to your kitties. First of all, they're probably wondering, they're like, wait, hot-looking firefighters do actually exist? Because whenever I make those videos of like showing pictures of firefighter, they're like, my firefighter in my town looks like a 65-year-old man with a beer fucking belly, and they don't got nothing like this.
Well, at 65 years old, when you're retired, you probably look like that. But I could tell you, there is good-looking firefighters out there. You just gotta look.
There you
You gotta
go.
find them. They're rare, but they're there.
Rare, but they're there. I love that. They're rare, but they're there. So you guys try not to find him anywhere because he has his own like professional job. But yeah, so the piece of nursing is the people that we avoid dating because apparently you guys are toxic. It's not apparently, you guys are toxic to us. I have sat down a paramedic, a police, and I have questioned them so many things. And I am kind of figuring it out why these men are toxic to us.
And why is that?
Jesus fucking Lord.
I should run the podcast here today. I'm asking all the questions.
Let's try
I'm
not
taking notes here.
He's taking notes. Okay, so let me give you a quick introduction before we get to know you first. So piece of nursing is police, paramedic, pharmacist, pilot, military, firefighter. I know you guys don't belong to the piece of it, but we consider you guys as a piece because you guys are one of the professions that we usually collide with in the ER or in healthcare. Because when emergency happens, you guys are one of the first people who pops up in the emergency department. And the thing is, I think there is a big connection between nurses and all the P's because I think we do share a lot of things together, mostly trauma.
That's true.
Because we do deal with the same kind of thing. And I think it's toxic for us is because I think the more you deal with the same kind of thing, then the more you guys attract each other. And the problem is most of you motherfuckers are either in a relationship or married. And so some of us are married in a relationship and hooking up at 2 fucking a.m. with some fucking paramedics and some firefighters. That's it. That's why you guys are considered on those red flags.
But you know what? We hear the opposite in our field.
Oh,
That
okay.
Nurses are the red flags too.
Ooh, fuck.
I don't know. I'm just putting it out there. I'm just speaking the truth.
Oh shit, man. The nurses are on fire right now. They're like, motherfucker, what red flag are you talking about? Anyways, before we get to the hot seat of talking about all those kind of crap, we want to get to know you. Can you tell us more about you? Introduce yourself. Give us a little bit more about you. We want to know you as a person.
Yeah. Well, I'm Steven Janopoulos. I'm 30 years old.
Wait, you're Greek?
I'm Greek, yeah. Stavros is my
Stavros.
Greek name.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Stavros.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Like, that's even better than Steven.
You know what? I actually like it more. I don't know why I just don't go by Stavros all the time. Actually, my Instagram is Stavros, but...
Oh, shit. Okay. The nurses are probably like, okay, what's the Instagram handle? Okay, Stavros. Okay, we'll call you Stavros in this.
Okay, I like it. Yeah, let's go with that.
It has a spice in it, you
right?
know?
It's got like that tang to it.
Exactly. Steven is so common. Come on.
I've sounds pretty Canadian.
Canadian, and also like we've had a lot of patient whose name is Steven.
Okay.
Yeah. So Stavros is good.
Yeah, so I'm 30 years old. I was born in Laval. Obviously, I'm a firefighter. I've been doing it for almost 9 years now.
9 years?
Yeah, I started super young. I was 21 when I got hired.
Okay.
Started my career in Toronto area. Now I'm in the Ottawa area.
Right.
I love every second of it. It's kind of funny and cheesy, but it's been my dream since I was a little kid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I was like, I would see fire trucks, I would see fires and stuff like that, and like see these big red trucks going by with lights,
right?
And be like, oh my god, this is so cool. Like at that age, is like, oh, they're heroes, they're like special people, they're superhumans.
Exactly.
And anyways, and then during high school, my whole high school years, a lot of my classes were on one side of a building, and one of the busiest stations in Laval was there.
Oh yeah.
And I just kept seeing fire trucks every day. They were leaving, the sirens were going off. I'm like, I'm always intrigued. And as I got older, I'm like, this is a real job, and these are regular humans, right?
Okay.
So I started doing more research into it, and then I ended up in school. And once I went into school, I like totally fell in love with the job.
That's good.
From the moment on, I knew there was just that, and there was nothing else. And I don't know if you know already, but like firefighting is a very tough job to get on. It's very, very competitive.
That's it. I just want to know, like, in your family, are you the only child? Do you have brothers and sisters?
Yeah, we're a family of 4 kids.
4 kids.
I got 1 sister, 2 brothers.
Oh, that's nice.
I actually have another brother that is a firefighter as well.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, guys. I'll ask the question, motherfuckers. Is he single?
He is single.
Fuck.
Yeah. He is.
Take note, motherfuckers. I know you're taking notes. Very,
Yeah.
very specific.
Yeah,
Okay.
He's
okay.
very single. So.
Okay, he's very single. Cool.
We're like a very close family. We grew up. My mom's French, actually. My dad's Greek.
Oh, okay.
So we grew up like as a very close family. Like it's kind of a relation. It's kind of hard to explain because we're so close. It's like we never miss a beat, and we don't live all together anymore.
Right.
And like we live in different cities.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like right away. It's like
Were you born here in Montreal?
born in Laval, all of us.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
okay.
we're all born in Laval.
So in Quebec. Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then we all kind of went our own ways. We're like in Toronto now, Ottawa area, Quebec City area.
Yes. I guess you have your own life now and you're living alone.
Yeah, so now obviously like I've moved out of the house 9 years ago
9 years ago. Okay.
and obviously pursuing my career. And throughout that, obviously I've had
The-
some pretty cool experiences.
Right.
I was on a big TV show as well
Big TV. Oh,
in Canada,
TV. I mean,
TV reality.
the looks, the everything. I think like you gotta do it. What TV reality show is it?
I did Big Brother season 10.
Big Brother season 10.
Yeah.
I can see the nurses right now just like trying to find like Big Brother season 10. Where is it?
You could
Oh.
stream it online somewhere.
Stream it online somewhere. Perfect. What brought you to that?
It was funny. Actually, I saw an ad online.
Okay.
And I've never watched a show in my life. Okay. So
Right.
I'm like, okay, I'll apply for this. Anyways, I applied at the time and I didn't get on. I didn't fit the casting. And then 2 years later, I got on, and
Mhm.
3 years actually. And I'm like, okay, whatever, let me do this game. But I never watched the show. So
Right.
when they took us in, they're like, yeah, maybe you should watch a season. So like to know how to play the game. I'm like,
To kind of know how to play.
maybe that's a good idea. So they gave me season 4. I watched it and I played this game and lasted quite a bit of time in the house.
It's almost like Survivor, but you're living in the same house. Because I used to watch Big Brother, and I know you all live in the same quarters, and some people gets into kind of like relationship, and there's a lot of fucking drama, and someone gets eliminated every like night or something like that, or week.
Yeah, every week.
Shit.
That's where actually I was the showmance of my season.
You are the what?
The showmance.
What's that?
I met a girl on the show,
Jesus Christ. Okay.
and
let
now
me-
we're dating for 2 years.
and now you're dating for 2
2
years.
years, yeah.
Well, you just made the fucking nurses sad. And they're like, well, it's only been 2 years. We'll find it. Okay, so you met someone in the Big Brother.
Yeah. So
And you guys are dating now.
it's been 2 years. Yeah, we dated. It started the showmance. That's basically showmance means like you meet somebody on the show and you're dating on the show, kind of.
Listen, us nurses, we watch a lot of like drama TV show. We feed of it. We love it.
Well, then they'll love Big Brother. Then it's full of drama.
It's full. Okay, so that's good. So you got something out of it.
Yeah.
Based from how you look just right now, there's a stereotype of it. It's not like you don't look good. So that when they look at you, they're like, oh, he's just a basic
Yeah. He's that
F-boy.
guy. Yeah.
He's
yeah.
that guy.
I
He's
get that
a-
so often.
And listen,
often,
but the
it's
thing is, like,
crazy.
people have to, I guess, to know you. That's why I'm sitting you down here,
Mhm.
because you're a good-looking man. You're a firefighter. Right now, they're looking at you, and there's this sexualized stereotype of you, but there's
Yeah.
more of you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So let's go back to our conversation of like, so you got into this TV show, and after that, what happened?
So obviously social media became a thing.
Right.
So I started pushing that. I was all new to that, so it was kind of a learning curve.
Right.
And it was kind of going out of my comfort zone because I'm an introverted person.
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
So
Same.
it was kind of scary being on camera, talking, like people are looking at you, seeing you.
Right.
It's like, okay, this is an adjustment.
Exactly.
But I came to fall in love with it because at the end of the day, it's just a camera, right?
Exactly.
So you're just putting content out that is interesting or fun or educational.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had this other big opportunity last year, which I always wanted to be on a firefighter calendar.
Oof. Nurses, you might probably seen him in your locker room right next to the mirror where you look at yourself after like a long hour shift, and you're like, man, this is what inspires me to go to work every day. This is it, man. If I see this, I'm gonna be the luckiest person alive. So you were on a calendar.
Yes. So
What?
my city that I work for does not have a calendar.
Mm-hmm.
And I found that pretty odd. I'm like, every big city has a calendar. Like, it should be like, and the money goes to a good cause too. It's usually for like good foundations and stuff.
That's right.
So, anyways, I got into contact with like the biggest firefighter calendar in the world, which is the Australian Firefighter calendar.
Whoa, 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 whoa. The one that I was dancing to on TikTok?
Yeah, the one that you were twerking to. That's the one.
So, a bit of a backstory before we head on to this. The reason actually that I got in contact with Stavros is because my crazy ass was doing this song. I'm pretty sure you remember it. It's "Give me one margarita, I'ma open my leg." And I just, for some reason, I went to Google. I was like, hot firefighter, 5 of them. Because there's that 5 margarita, I'ma open something. And so I was like, I need 5 guys that look so good. And I was like, wait, give me a second. Firefighters. And then I saw that picture. I put it up. I used it. And I think
It went viral too, that one.
it went fucking viral. There's like 10 million views on it right now. And I'm like, people are going crazy off this. And then so one of your friend actually started following me. He's in the calendar.
Yeah.
Caden
Troy, yeah.
Caden Troy. And he is also on TikTok.
Yeah,
he's been thirst trapping us.
He's big on TikTok. He's actually big on Instagram too. He's got like, I think like 200 and something thousand followers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's been thirst trapping us, healthcare worker. He's been running in this ladder half naked, shaking his fucking big ass chest. And the nurses are just like, yup, that's the one. That's the one. They're like, Lord, it's me again. And then I think he is dating a nurse.
Yeah, he is.
And she is apparently following me. And Kaden reached out to me. He's like, John, I saw that you made this video. And it's so funny because my girlfriend has been sending me all of this thing. And then she sent me this video and you put us there. Thank you. It's, well, if you don't know, like, I'm a firefighter too, and like I think he's from Florida or something.
Yeah, he's from somewhere in Florida.
Right, and then so I was like, okay, let me just search up his friends, like the people that he follows. Maybe he's following the other guys in there. And then I click on you because I was like, wait, that's one of them. So I click on you and I was like, wait, there's a Canadian flag somewhere. I saw somewhere there's a Canadian.
There was a Canadian flag at the time.
There's a Canadian flag. I was like, what? A Canadian? I was like, wait, what? One minute. And then you messaged me. I forgot when was it, but you messaged me and I was like, oh my God. So I had to ask you. I was like, where are you from? And then you told me, oh, I'm actually from Montreal or like Quebec, you said. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I didn't even know you were from Montreal either. Like, like, it all correlated there. I'm like, oh, he's from Montreal. That's so cool.
Me too. I was like, what the fuck? He's from here. I was like, we never get that shit. I was like, nobody represents us Canadian somewhere. I was like, so then we reach out and we talk, and this opportunity came where I wanted to show all the red flags of nurses, and I was like, let me bring the firefighter, the hot firefighter that people have been asking for. So yeah, so that's that. So you got into the Australian firefighter calendar, and how was that?
It was probably one of the best experience I ever went through. Like, when you look at the calendar, it's just pictures and like whatever dates on there, but like the work that's actually behind the scenes. Like the whole team that's doing it and all the props and like all the setups to like go see the animals. Like, and by the way, I got to hold animals that like I've never thought I would be able to hold in my life.
That's so cute.
Like koalas and all these little things. And then you're meeting all these guys from Australia too, like Australian firefighters. And like, obviously you're connecting, you're talking about the job. You're like, oh, how do you guys do it here? And like this, and this and that. And then like, and there's awesome people. And it was just so much fun being there. And then we've been like dieting for like 12, 16 weeks prior and then still there. It's a lot of work. It's not just like show up, let's take pictures. It's like, I've been dieting for like because I'm going back again this year, by the way.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Nurses, welcome to the 2024. Is it
2025? The 2024 is out already.
It's out already?
Yeah.
Did you got me one?
I got you too.
Oh, fuck. We'll put it on giveaway, you guys.
No, actually, I brought an extra one. I brought 3 for a giveaway.
Oh,
I thought about your besties.
Oh, besties, sign the fuck up. So you're doing that, and I would never think that you guys would prepare that much for a calendar. This is the kind of gift we get from management instead of like a race. They're like, instead of giving you a $10 raise, here's a calendar of hot boys to motivate you to even work harder,
Harder.
because at some point you'll meet them in your life. Have you ever been like a fitness guy? Like, have you ever like wanted to always like work out, look good? Is this something that you always do for yourself, or like what is this?
So when I was young, I wouldn't say bullied, but I was a skinny kid, and I was always called like Little Steven, skinny kid in high
Yeah.
school. Like I was
Right.
getting hurt in football because I'd
yeah.
take one hit and like I would fly
Like
across the field.
like a stick.
Yeah, like I never weighed more than 120. Like I was very, very small, and that started getting to me as the years went on. And then near the end of high school, I'm like, okay, this is it. I want to change.
Right.
And ever since, I never looked back, and I just every year just kept pushing. I trying new diets, pushing new workouts.
That's really hard because I've tried dieting. I'm always been like an active guy. Like I always go to the gym. It's more for my mental health for me. Like if I can go to the gym and like release those like stress after like a 12-hour shift for me, I'm feeling better.
Yeah.
But it's never more for me the physical. It's more for me the mental. So in your firefighter life, you've been doing it for 9 years, right? How's the mental health for firefighters?
For myself, I would say I'm pretty good because like once I first got on, like I always knew the mental aspect of it.
Right.
And when you obviously start going on calls and you start seeing these things, like, oh, okay, well, this is I've never seen this before.
Right.
So and then the more you become aware of that, I started focusing a lot on my mental health.
Right.
So meditation has been a big part of my life.
That's amazing, man.
Yeah, it's a huge part. Like I take that very seriously. Like I said, the gym is a big part too, that I could just go and decompress.
Right.
And like shift workers like yourself too, like sleep cycles are so screwed up. And that is so important to have that in check.
And you guys have night shifts too, right?
Yeah, so basically my department is we do 24-hour shifts. So I just finished this morning. That's why I'm like probably looking half asleep.
Oh, you just finished this morning? Listen, guys, he's been doing us a favor here. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
We appreciate you. Thank you.
Yeah, it's actually my short turnaround weekend. So basically we worked Friday 24 hours, then Saturday off, and then I worked yesterday 24 hours and just finished this morning.
Shit.
Yeah, so, and
Wow.
we had like 4, maybe 5 calls after 10 last night. So
wow.
I was driving here with my head out the window and like caffeinated and like
I love that. That's us.
Yeah.
My favorite thing after a night shift is I turn on my air conditioning to fucking max. I play like a metal song and windows out.
Okay.
That's how I get home. Because if not, I'm going to fall asleep and I'm probably going to get an accident.
Yeah. It's so dangerous sometimes. Like
It's so
I'm like, I
fucked.
should not be driving right now.
No.
It's almost like you're drunk.
Right.
Right?
Drunk driving, but you're just fucking tired.
Yeah.
But yeah, sometimes like I've pulled into a McDonald's drive-thru to sleep at one point because I was like, you know what? If I keep driving, I'm gonna get into an accident. Sometimes I slap myself like.
Yes, I've done that so many times.
Slap myself, pulled my fucking ear. I swear, I like opened my mouth and it's like, I was like, wake the fuck
Well,
up.
people are probably looking at you like, what is this weirdo doing in his car? Yeah, that's why I try to travel a lot in the winter. Like, you need that break. You need that vitamin D. You need that ocean water or sand or heat. Something that like changes your pace, right?
Did you hear what Stavros said? We need that vitamin D. Anyway, I think we do need vitamin D. Vitamin vitamin C and D. C and D. Vitamin D, C. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We'll
Two
take
great vitamins.
2 great vitamins. We'll take notes of
Check.
that. So 24 hours, 7 shifts a month.
Yeah.
And how is it inside the quarters? Like,
It's-
because people have been wondering, and some of the people's question is like, do you guys take turns and like doing grocery shopping? Is somebody like cooking the meals on this week, or somebody else is like how is it in the quarters? Like, we want to know more about like inside the life of a firefighter.
So basically, like here, I'll just give you a breakdown of my day.
Cool.
I
Let's
show
do
up-
that. A
yeah.
day in the life.
So I get there 6:15ish.
Oh yeah.
Get my equipment, put it on the truck, make sure it's working.
Mm-hmm.
Once that's done, I relieve my guy. So
Okay.
that's the previous shift. Tell him, hey, buddy, or
Do you guys do report?
we do face to face. Like, okay, we went to this call. We use this kind of
like
equipment.
that's
we're
the same
missing
thing we
this.
do.
Okay,
That's the same
sweet,
thing we do. Like a quick report of like what happened from the shift before,
Yeah,
so that we know what's going on.
yeah, we do the exact same thing every
Oh.
morning.
I love that.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then we do that. We have a face to face, and then after that, we have once the truck is checked and all the equipment is on there, we do like we bring all our own breakfasts. We have breakfast coffee. Then we have this thing called table talk.
That's nice.
Yeah, so the officer sits down and is like, okay, today we have this training, we got this. Usually there's events planned for us to go do. So all that kind of stuff is stocked first thing in the morning.
Right.
Then right after that, we go for groceries. Once
Groceries.
Groceries.
So it's really true because people are asking me, they're like, oh, how do you guys do groceries? So is it like a house? Like, how is it? Because I've never been in a quarter. I've seen it on movies.
Yeah.
It looks like you're living with just a bunch of guys in a condo.
Think of it this way. That's how I say it's a house.
Okay.
And you're living with your best friends because you get really tight because you're working with the same people all the time.
Right.
It's the same crew. And when the bell rings, you never know what's is going to be happening. You could be fighting a fire, you could be cutting cars, you could be doing CPR on somebody.
Right.
God knows what you're doing. Actually, this is actually a great story. We were doing groceries, and it just so happened that somebody dropped when cardiac arrest, VSA.
Oh, my God.
And obviously, the manager comes up to us, is like, hey, there's somebody in the back that just dropped. And we're like, what? Like, we should get a call for this. And literally, like, 2 seconds later, the call comes in. We're like, holy shit, we're here. So
shit.
I run back to the truck, get all the equipment. The guy that was with me at the time, he goes straight to the patient. There's CPR in progress. He jumped on it. We got back. The person got shocked and came back, literally. So
oh, my God. What a lucky guy.
Yeah, what a lucky guy. Like, we were there. Like, it just saved so much time. And you know how crucial it is.
Yeah, it's very crucial. It's the next 5 minutes that's, like, going to determine if this person's going to live or not. Have you ever cooked for the gang?
Oh, yeah. I love cooking. Like, I can do a lot of cooking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bestie, firefighter, check. Cooking, check. Okay. Do you love cleaning?
I love cleaning. I'm
check.
I'm a clean freak. If you walk into my place, like everything is like here, everything's in order, clean, dusted, mop.
A nurse can use that. We are messy as fuck. My always question is like, why do I see firefighters in a scene that doesn't have a fire?
Yeah, so basically, like our city has like a tiered response. So for certain medical calls, we respond at the same time as the paramedics. But paramedics could be coming from any part of the city, right? The way the stations are placed, there's like, I guess there's like a standard, like response time.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we have a quick response time once we're in station. So that's why a lot of the times for medicals, we do arrive on scene before paramedics.
Because you guys are stationed to that very specific like
exactly.
town or place.
Yeah, that area. So that's why you'll see us quite often there. And then paramedics come in and then we work together. So paramedics take over the scene. They kind of tell us, okay, we need this, we need that. They give all the medication. We don't do any medication in our fire department.
Okay.
And yeah, so basically that's why you see us there. But like we answer to everything, like car accidents, technical stuff, like specialties like water rescue, rescue, confined space.
Oh my God, so a lot.
Yeah, we do it all.
My other question is, in schooling for firefighting, do you guys get like medical, like biology, anatomy of stuff? Because I know you guys respond first, but in those cardiac arrest situation, you need to know how to do CPR properly, what to assess if someone is not breathing, if you need to turn someone who's having an epileptic event.
Yeah, I think your courses might be a lot deeper than what we go through. I think ours is really just like a first responder / maybe more than that.
Mm-hmm.
Just a bit more. I forget like what they're called now, the courses.
Right.
There's so many courses.
So you guys do...
But we don't go into like science and biology as much as like what nurses would go, paramedics. Because we don't give medication, right? All we give is Narcan.
We love paramedics too. We have been questioning them. I was like, why is your pants way too fucking tight? Every time we're like... Do your officers give you like XS as a size? Because they look good.
They gotta look good. Even my uniform pants, I got them tailored. They're like to my body.
Motherfuckers. See, now for all my nurses wondering, they get their shit tailored so that their bum looks bigger. And then we look shit on our surgical green scrubs. So it's like,
no, that looks great too. I like it.
Wow. Now we're getting spicier in here. So that's good to know about like a life of a firefighter, like a day-to-day life, because we don't get to see that. We all know you guys from the calendars, from the TV shows and whatnot, but we never really got into like deeper than that.
Yeah, and it's cool because like a lot of people I talk to, they really want to know like what we actually do, because when you're there for 24 hours, like what do you actually do?
Right.
But there's also, you got to think it's a house. Like, what do you do at your house? You clean your house, right? And we were exposed to a lot of like cancerous
stuff. Yeah.
stuff and stuff like that. So it's good to have a clean space, clean truck, clean living quarters.
Mm-hmm.
So we clean every day. The truck gets clean every day. You put the training in there. You put the calls in the middle of that.
Right.
Like the day flies by the end of it, and then after that, like at 10 o'clock, it's like our downtime, 10 p.m.
10 p.m.
Yeah, and then that's when we could shut it down.
Okay.
But then you're still responding too. So
What has been the craziest situation that you've ever been as a firefighter?
what gets to me the most is like medical calls that like the families around, and it's
Nurse, we feel the same.
and like it's not really like what's happening, because like it's more like you got the family there crying, screaming. It's like, do something, but like in your head you can't do anything. Like that person's long gone.
Yeah.
Like they're rigid, they're cold, they're like changed complete colors, and like there's just and you gotta try, right? Because they're looking at you until the paramedics call it off.
That's
the
it.
doctors. So I think that's the hardest part for me. It's like having, especially when there's kids involved too. Like something
Yeah.
about that. I don't have kids yet, but I mean, for the people that have kids,
It's crazy.
I could see that being really tough. It's
I know. How many calls do you guys usually get in a day? Like a minimum?
yeah. My station is generally a busier station in the city. We average a good day is like 8 to 15 calls.
Wow, that's still
Like,
pretty much.
Yeah, it's a lot. Like, and it's not just like you leave for 5 minutes. Like you leave, it could take an hour, it could take 2 hours. You come back.
What has been the longest one that you've ever responded to?
Way back, and it was overnight too. Like I think it started like around maybe 11 o'clock, and then it was all the way to shift trade. So got back and went home.
Shit.
Yeah, I
Wow.
was burned for like 3 days after that one. Yeah, it was like recuperation. Get back to work. You're still not recuperated. It's like,
That must be crazy. So one thing we want to ask, and we wanted to know, is do you guys suffer from like a toxic environment?
yeah, like like every job. I think
Yeah.
there's toxicity everywhere.
Right. And how do you guys deal with that?
So like I just like to keep it simple, and the more you keep it simple, the less shit is around you, right?
That's
so and then there could be people complain, like I hear it all the time. People complain about this, that, oh, we should be doing this way, oh, we're not getting the right equipment. Like, dude, figure it out. just you're a firefighter, like solve it. Like we're problem solvers, right?
Exactly.
So like I try not to get involved in those conversations and
Right.
like that toxicity. I try to stay away, and like that's how I am in my real life outside the fire department.
That's good.
Like I took toxicity for me, it's not attractive. Like I sense it right away. Like if I'm talking to you, I'm like, John, you're toxic. Like in my head, I'm like, I gotta get the fuck out of here.
Boundaries.
Yeah,
Boundaries.
my boundaries are solid.
Amazing.
Yeah,
I think that's something that we all have to work on is boundaries.
Mhm.
You are not the type of person to do this, so you refuse to do this kind of thing. You
Yeah.
know, you don't have to be involved in those kind of things if you don't want to.
Yeah, exactly. And that's all comes down to self work, right? It's all in here.
That's right.
It's like
right.
spirituality and all that stuff. Like if you know yourself.
So I have a question to you, actually. Sorry for cutting you off. Are you in therapy or something? You speak like you've been in therapy.
I've been on therapy.
Okay.
Okay.
I was like, this man knows a few more
Yeah.
things than the usual, because I was like, for you to know all of these things, I was like, you've been in therapy, because this is the things that my therapist would say.
My biggest change in like self work is when I started more getting to like spirituality and stuff like that, like actually doing like deep self work, like within yourself.
Love
and,
it.
And I microdose mushrooms too. I don't know
Oh.
if you ever heard about that.
No. What the
Microdosing?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
What do you do?
Oh, okay.
Tell
so
us. The nurses are like, all ears, baby.
so it's a new thing. It's being studied a lot. It's being used for PTSD and mental health a lot, like
Okay.
in the medical field. I'm using it like in that sense too. It's all microdosed, so it's all like specific doses you take. Like you don't get high, like you're zero high.
Okay.
But basically, it just allows you. It does connections in your brain that allows you to work on things.
Okay.
So, like example, like you might have a lens that you see something a certain way because of a past trauma, but it allows you to distort that and like create a new lens, the real lens. So you see
Okay.
things differently, and it's a lot of work. It's not like the magic pill you take it and it's like, oh, I'm over this.
Yeah.
It's the way I see it is a tool that allows you to do that deep work because it lets you go deep within yourself.
That's really amazing.
it's
I
like-
mean, I've never heard of it. It's probably something that's been out there for a while.
Natural medicine like that has been around for like thousands of years. Like, this is like ancient medicine.
Right. I mean, I've seen my friends high.
Yeah.
I'm just like, why y'all seeing fucking unicorns
Yeah.
and shit? I was like, well, that's good that you're working on yourself.
Yeah.
And like, what is something that you realize within yourself after therapy
I was creating all these stories that didn't even exist
in your head?
in your head. For me, what I realized is I was living too much up here.
Right.
And once you're up there, your thoughts just polarize and it keeps
rumbles
going, and you can't
rumbles.
stop. You go down a dark hole.
Yeah.
I started being able to feel my emotions,
Mm-hmm.
but stay with my emotions here and not go into my head. Let that feeling happen, expand, and it honestly just releases. And the more you start doing that, instead of feeling like anxious for like 3-4 hours,
Right.
it's like a 5-10 minute thing for me. I'll feel anxious. I'm aware I'm having that feeling.
Right.
Live with that emotion right here, and then it just dissipates.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's
That's really good
it's crazy. And then I learn a lot about my ego. My ego is a big
thing.
thing.
I struggle with that too.
Yeah, for men it's a big thing. Like ego is like it's always in the
here.
way. And the thing
Right.
is we work against it. Like you and your ego should be working together.
With it, yeah.
But the thing is your ego is always trying to protect you.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want it to be protected. I could protect my own self.
But I think you've worked on it because, like I said, like you do the cooking, you do the cleaning, you do this meditation things, and all of these things that
Mhm.
a usual or a stereotypical guy would not be doing because they're like, fuck, man, that's a female thing to do. Like,
It's such
you
a
dress up
stigma,
too.
Yeah.
You dress up too. You like to dress up. You do take care of your skin. I see it on your videos and stuff like that. And I'm like, this is good. It takes away the stigma of your physical appearance and like,
Mhm.
man can take care of themselves too and not be shamed for doing that because we can all do that.
Yeah, and I think it's just such a stigma that society has created.
That's right.
And I find it's wrong, and I the more and more that I learn about myself,
Mm-hmm.
the more and more I see it, I'm more aware of it. I'm like, why are we like that? Like,
Yeah.
why have we created that? Like, it's wrong, right? And that's why a lot of men fighting mental health, like, it's such a ego thing that they don't want to talk about it, and they just keep it within themselves, and that's like probably one of the worst things you could do. Like, I'd rather my best friend comes and cries on my shoulder than me being on his funeral next week. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'd rather you come cry to me and we talk about it than you not telling me anything and me wondering why
Yeah.
you're not around anymore. So
That's right. That's
and
right.
I think it's very important as men, we should be open. And you don't have to be open to everybody. You just got to find that one person you could be like.
Exactly. Like, you don't have to tell the world if you have the guts and it's something that you would want to share to the world about, like the things that you're going through. That's completely fine.
Mhm.
But like, just find a person or someone that you could be open to and share the things that you won't usually share on regular people, but you just want to get it off of your system because sometimes, like, a lot of us, like, again, like, we in our job, we go through so much trauma. Sometimes for me, the last thing I want is relieving that trauma to the people, like my friends, my family, because they would never understand. Like, they could agree and be like, oh my God, that's crappy. But like, that's not what I really want. I really want someone to understand me and kind of like put this reassurance to me that you're not the only one going through it, and that's okay to not be okay, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know, like you said, like our society just, like, I guess, trained us to that if men are men, you cannot be emotional. That's for women.
Yeah.
But
that's wrong.
we are all just human beings who can cry, who can scream, who can feel all the emotion, and it's just totally fine.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's just so like stereotype and normalized to not do that as a man. But I
Yeah.
think more and more men now are becoming more open. I actually like the guys on like social media who's kind of like dressing up, cooking, showing a day in their life and doing skincare. So I was like, man, prove them
Yeah.
that it's okay to do all of these things and you are still a man and it doesn't define you
Exactly.
as who you are as a person.
Yeah, I totally agree with that.
That's it.
Yeah, and
That's
it's nice to see that it's starting to change, and like
Exactly. Exactly.
it would be nice if it's moving faster, but at least there is a little change happening.
That's
so,
it. And
yeah.
you're part of that. You're
Yeah.
part of that circle of like
Yeah.
trying to change the whole scenario and like kind of like look into men,
Yeah.
which is really good. Okay, so as a firefighter, have you ever experienced like burnout? Were you guys ever short staffed? Is that something that you guys deal with?
I wouldn't say short staff, but like during COVID, there was I guess short staff, but we fill it with overtime because we need to have like a certain amount
Okay.
to fill the trucks,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like a standard, so it's like it's got to be filled.
Okay.
So yeah, we were short staff, but like, it was filled with overtime at all times.
So my other question too, it's been bugging me since the beginning. It's like I wanted to ask this because you guys stress us the fuck out. We're on the highway or we're in a busy street, and you guys beep beep beep, and we like I don't know where to fucking go.
Just move to the right.
Move.
Move to the right.
That's very commanding
Yeah.
as a firefighter. Okay, but if I'm in the left, all the way to the left, and you want me to move to the right, and you've been beeping, and we're all crowded, like how the fuck do you guys want us to do that?
Well, if the driver is good, there's actually a skill to driving trucks.
Oh,
So it's
okay.
putting your sirens at the right moment, letting them know you're coming in, taking charge of the lane that you're going to be taking.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be coming from the left and then jump 2 lanes over and like, I'm coming from the right now. First of all, you're freaking everybody out because you're big, loud, and there's a bunch of lights in your truck.
It's so stressful, you guys. What the fuck?
So that's why like it's really, you got to be very meticulous with your sirens, your horn, and then you got to assume your lane. So let's say I want to open the middle because it's a 2 lane and there's like a sidewalk and a median.
Yeah.
Well, you come down the middle and it should be like a wave. People just move out like that.
Okay.
Or if
That's
you want
good.
everybody to go to the right, you stay in the left lane.
Yeah.
and
Because
everybody-
I don't think we're legally supposed to be like turning or like moving on a red light.
Yeah, I don't know what's the laws here in Quebec
Because the paramedic that I just interviewed told me that you guys, if you ever do that to us, public people, it's your responsibility if we all get into an accident.
Oh yeah,
Because we're not legally supposed to do that on a red light.
Yeah.
Because sometimes like I would be the first in the red light and I have to turn left or right because you guys are coming in and we're like, fuck, I'm stuck here. Like I don't know what to do. So I just like move.
Yeah. No, it's actually a huge responsibility for the driver. So that's why, example, like if I know I'm going to a busy intersections where cars are moving fast,
Yeah.
I'm not that stupid to push you into the traffic. Like that's not the goal. I want you to move out of the way. So maybe I might taper off the sirens for a bit until I see a change of lights or something like that. Then I could push you more.
Okay.
But like if you have a good driver, the driver would not be honking you into the intersection. Like
Well, you know what? We're going to get into the hot seat of the questions that you guys, besties, have asked this man. Are you ready for the hot seat?
I'm ready. Are
You're
you ready? Because it's getting hot in here. So I think I really need to get ready for this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Just give me a second.
What the fuck is happening right now? Oh, Jesus. Hold on to your fucking coffee. Yep. Jesus Lord. Nurses, the kitties are purring. Okay, well, are those nipple piercing?
I do, yeah.
They're pierced.
Yeah, they're pierced.
Jesus
I got
Lord.
2 face piercings too. I got
Two-
my
two-
nostrils
And a mustache.
and a mustache.
Oh my God. Bessie, take a deep breath. Okay, guys, practice deep breath. In, out, and scream. Okay, Stavros. Well, this is getting crazy. Okay, let's cut to the bullshit. How big is your salary?
Oh my god.
How big is your salary? Are you happy with it?
Yeah, I think it's decent. Like,
Decent?
if you would ask me if I would want to get paid more, I would say yes.
Yeah.
But-
like if the nurses invite you to a stripping for annual nursing week type of thing,
Yeah.
you'll do it?
Yeah.
Nurses, get ready. We are sending our invites to this man. Okay, next question. What is your perception of nurses?
It's just funny how they all gather at the front door or like
Oh yeah,
near the windows
it's not really because we are trying to act about the whole thing. It's more of like we want to see who the fuck is bringing this patients in.
it's almost like intimidating sometimes. You walk in, you're looking around like Jesus Christ, like okay.
Okay, don't be intimidated. We're nice. We like to intubate, sedate, restrain. Have you ever heard of those words?
No, but it's the first time I hear it, but I could get the picture in my head right now.
Oh, promise you. My dialysis nurses will suck all your fluids up. Like medically.
Okay.
I don't know what. Okay, next. Thoughts on the stereotype that you guys are one of the most disloyal spouses. Ooh, we're getting a bit more spicy.
You know what? I hear that quite often. I feel like if you're going to shop in a garbage can, you're going to find trash. So
Oof.
it doesn't matter if you're a firefighter, police officer, nurse, or pilot, whatever you want to be.
Okay.
I feel it depends where you shop.
Next question. Do you, firefighter, talk about nurses like we do talk about you in a daily?
I think we kind of do because you know what? There's a lot of firefighters that are dating or married to nurses. So
Baby,
we all know that.
half of it. Half of it. Have you ever find nurses pretty?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's the uniform thing. I don't know what it is. It's psychology of something, but
The uniform.
it's the uniform
Is
thing.
it also the bun, the messy bun?
The bun, knowing what they do for work,
Yeah.
all the shit they have to deal with. It's just different.
They like poking.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. They like to restrain people that are
and intubate, right?
intubate. Not intubate. Next question. Have you ever worn your uniform during sex?
I haven't actually.
You have not.
I should try that.
Oh my god, the answer too is like it's giving it. Okay, well, yeah, you've never
Yeah.
worn it?
No, actually, I haven't. Well, no.
No?
I've-
Have you ever used a hose to restrain?
No, but you're giving me ideas now.
Oh, Jesus. Lord have mercy on us. Whew, okay, well, take a deep breath, bitches. I know you guys are getting hot in here too. Oh my god, you guys are lucky. I'm bringing you all this shit. Next freaking question. As a firefighter, what have you implemented on your own home to reduce the risk and hazard of fire?
Obviously, I have an extinguisher by the kitchen.
Okay.
Make sure my smoke detector's always working.
Well, our smoke detector right now is on fire. I mean,
What?
it's purring. How do you think other healthcare workers, such as paramedic, nurses, hospital people, can better assist firefighters?
All my experiences of working, like when I get on scene and like all the other services are there, like police, paramedics, and stuff like that, I've always had like some great experiences. Like everybody knows what they're doing. They do their job, like either police controlling the scene, paramedics taking over a medical call scene,
Right.
and us assisting them. Like I feel like everything is pretty smooth right now.
Okay.
There is sometimes arguments. I guess that's depends who you're working with too, right?
Right.
And who shows up on scene. But I mean, generally everything, like I always found it like it goes pretty smooth. And I'm very, like we're very communicative, like our crew. So like we communicate, like, hey, what do you need? Like, what do you need me to do right now? And then I feel like communication is like key, especially on scene.
Do you ever fear about not getting back home?
I don't really think about it that much, but like usually when I get on scene and like sometimes I've had moments I'm like, what the fuck am I doing?
Mm-hmm.
It's like I shouldn't be doing this. Like,
Right.
but it's also the thrill of the job too, right? It's that little
It's the
danger
adrenaline.
Yeah,
I like that. Like, it's so bad to say this, and I'm so sorry. And I just want to clarify this. When we nurses are so excited that we have a new case and it's a crazy or like bizarre case, it's not that we're celebrating that someone is, I don't know, dying or someone is in a very critical condition. This is what we really were trained to do.
mm-hmm.
Like for firefighters, like if you got a big fires, you're excited to go to the scene, not because people are on fire or houses are on fire, but this is what
You signed up for.
you sign up for.
Yeah,
Like this is what you wanted to see and do.
yeah,
Like you don't want to be a firefighter and not doing anything about fires.
exactly. And if you really feel uncomfortable in a situation like that, well, then because you're not taking your training seriously,
What is the most rewarding part of being a firefighter?
helping others,
Helping
changing,
others.
changing. Because think of it, you're getting called on people's worst days,
Okay.
and just being able to make that little difference.
Mm-hmm.
Just like even comforting somebody or bringing them back from complete arrest.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's something that is so hard to explain, like as the feeling of reward about it. It's
Yeah.
just unexplainable, and it's just it doesn't happen that often too, but when it does happen, it's like, wow, okay, I just made a difference today.
That's the same thing
Yeah.
for us nurses. It's what fuels us to go for every single day.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing the fact that every single day I'm being part of someone's progress, healing, and recovery.
Exactly.
Nurses,
Yeah.
do your research right now. What's your IG?
My IG is Stavros Jano _.
Can you spell that for us?
S-
In the most sexy way possible that you could.
It's Stavros Jano _
Okay.
STAVROS GIANNO _ Stavros Jano.
Wow.
Subscribe,
Subscribe,
follow,
follow.
get to see some more content.
More
There's
more.
some special content coming very, very soon.
Whoo! Shit, motherfuckers. Get ready. Get ready. Our night shifts are going to be fired the F up, you guys. Lastly now, because my people are on heat right. Whew. what would be your message to your other firefighter colleagues and to those who are wanting to become a firefighter?
For the ones that are trying to become a firefighter, I went through it. It's tough to get on.
'Kay.
But don't get demotivated. Stay positive. Keep applying and make yourself the best version of yourself before you get on the department, because the department obviously is a demanding job,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't want to be there showing up not being your best self. So I think it's important to be your best self. And for the ones that are already on the job, keep it positive. We have a great job, a rewarding job. A lot of people would want to have your position, so be grateful for it.
That's a really good message
Yeah.
to people.
Gratitude is important.
That too.
Yeah.
Being grateful
Yeah.
for what you have and what you've been through. And I think also it's appreciating that every single day is a growth that you've made for yourself. Just waking up every single day is something that you should be thankful for. No matter what situation, event, or status you are in life, you have to remember that even just waking up in the morning, you are blessed that you have another morning to spend
Yeah.
with yourself, with your family, with the people that you love. Well, thank you so much, Stavros. Thank you so much for sitting with us. And I know my people, my nurses, my other healthcare workers, and to all the people listening to this are now shocked at what they're looking at. But we're gratefully shook and gratefully thankful that you shared about the life of a firefighter.
Oh, thanks for having me. This was actually lots of fun. I enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're very chill. Your vibe is awesome, and
Thank you
I
so
can
much.
see it in your content too. And
Thank
you're doing
you.
a great thing.
I think that's what we want to share anyways.
Yeah.
Positivity in this very dark world.
Yeah.
Thank
I
you
agree.
again so much.
Thank you.
And you guys, if you're listening to this right now, make sure that you download this episode, which I'm not worried about that you're going to download this episode and the other episodes that you have not listened to. Follow us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Turn on that notification and make sure that you share and tag. And you guys better make sure that this episode gets 100,000 downloads. Okay? Not 50, 100. And I know you guys are gonna do that with intention.
Oh wait, before we go,
Yeah, what's up?
I got a present for you.
Oh, okay. Well,
I got a present for you.
we got a present. Jesus Christ, what is this?
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
What is this present?
So I got 3 of the 6
3 of the 6.
calendars of 2024.
Wow,
And
you guys.
it just so happens that I'm in every single one of them. So
Woof. Okay,
this
Jesus.
is for you
thank
and
you.
one for your besties for a giveaway.
One for my besties for a giveaway. God, bestie, look at that. Imagine this in your locker room when you open that fucking door, when you want to cry yourself out or have a mental break. Yeah, what the? Damn. Okay, I see you here. Okay, and you're holding a horse.
Horse.
Yeah.
Dogs,
do
cats.
you like cats?
I'm not a big fan of cats, but the cat actually, if you look at is it in that one? I don't know if I brought a cat one. Did I bring a cat one?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually did a nice reel with it. It was the cutest little thing. And I'm not a big fan of cats, but that one we just connected once I put him in my arms.
Bestie, this cat one, you're gonna get it as a giveaway. Jesus
Should
Christ.
I sign it?
Huh?
Should I sign it?
Oh, okay. Well, thank you so much for this. I think my best friends are gonna. Oh, Jesus Christ! Oh my God, this firefighters are fucking fit.
Yeah,
Jesus
everybody's
Lord.
super fit in those calendars.
Imagine these are the people rescuing. Bitch, I'ma go up from death. I'm. Everything is gonna come up to the point. Yeah. Well, fuck. We are lucky to even get this. Thank you. And
You're welcome.
where can people follow you?
You can follow me on IG, which is Stavros Giano _ STAVROSGIANNO _. And then same thing on TikTok. It's Stavros Giano. And yeah.
There's more things coming out, right?
There's some special content coming out soon. Some spicy content.
Okay.
Spicy, I repeat.
He said spicy content. Girl, save those fucking save the money, take the overtime, and wait for it.
Yeah.
It's
Get your popcorn ready, and it should be coming next week or the week after that.
not just popcorns. We also love toys. Yeah. Again, thank you guys so much for listening to this podcast. And we will see you again for next week for another P of the 8 P's of nursing, the red flags. Actually, they're not red flags. You know, as we find out these people, they're actually all green flags. And some of them are white, brownish, but like, is it for you? Are you like a brown flag? Is it pink?
Like my flag?
Yeah.
My flag is silver and gold.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Very
We've never
sparkly.
Yeah. Sparkly too. Jesus. Thank you again, Stavros, for coming with us. And we will see you guys next week. So tune in. Bye.